Welcome back, I'm DRN and this is Mechabellum. This is a long game, so we're going to go straight into the action. We've started with Quick Supply, Phoenixes and Arclights, and we're up against Bearlike in this week's midweek tournament, who started with Aerial Specialist with Fangs and Phoenixes. While we get set up at the start of the game, I think I need to do a little introduction. So who is Bearlike? Bearlike is the project lead on Mechabellum and founder of the studio Game River, who make the game. They started working on it back in 2017 and got some outside investment in 2020 to build the team to make the game. It is a small team though, I think they've only got 10 developers, including his wife and one of his closest friends. He was project lead on a previous MMO, I don't know which I'm afraid, but describes it with some, what's the word? Trepidation, embarrassment, as very pay to win, which is very common for Eastern MMOs. But I think it gnawed away at his soul, because he has categorically stated that Mechabellum will never ever be pay to win. Which I think is a very good thing, because I don't know about you, but I hate pay to win games. Part of what I love about Mechabellum is it's an expression of skill, with just a sprinkling of randomness to keep things interesting. Anyway, so Bearlike is a very good player. He's got perfect access to win rate data and knows intimately well which units counter other units best, so I strongly advise watching his games if you're online and notice him playing. But do remember, he's based in China, so be mindful that you might be watching him playing games on the ladder after midnight at local time, so don't expect perfection. We've never met in a tournament before, but we have met on the ladder a few times, so I've got a feel for what he likes to play. And unfortunately that is hackers and arclights, so yeah, this could be a fun game. Hope you found that interesting, and now I'm going to hand you back to live DRN at the scene of the game. This is going to be rough. He's got strong side, weak side, with very advanced Phoenixes. They're more exposed to Fortress anti-air barrage than ours are, but they're going to do a lot more damage, because they're going to shoot first and kill our Arclight before we get to his. This is a problem. He's going to have 4 Phoenixes, we're going to have 2, but hopefully we can get his tower and get some experience. Oh, scratch that, 1 Phoenix. Commentator's curse. There's no way we win this anymore. Just have to hope none of his Phoenixes get to level 2. Otherwise we'll fall so far behind the Phoenix versus Phoenix mirror match that it's doomed. Come on, give us something good. Ooh, some interesting choices here. 2 sets of elite crawlers. We could go with a flank with them, but I think they'll just get missiled. Or start feeding his dreaded Arclights. Let's just check. His Arclights are currently shooting for 391. And crawlers will have 921 health. So 3 shots for 1 round, then they level up and that'll be 2 shots, and then eventually it'll just be even. Probably not worth. Mustangs versus an aerial specialist are a much safer bet. Yeah, let's go with the Mustangs. They're good versus the Fangs as well. Let's cover his strong side. He's probably going to flank here at some point. A bit worried about a free missile landing here. A lot of value, 500 gold. But it is predictable. Just gotta remember if I see a missile to put a shield down. Editing DRN here. Spoiler, he won't. Right, so we've put some crawlers down to protect those Mustangs. We can buy 1 more unit. What do we want? We need to take this tower faster. Let's put some more crawlers down here at the front. It'll force a response that maybe we can punish. 150 left over. It's got to be another unit of crawlers on this strong side. Try and save our Arclights from those Phoenixes. Crawlers aren't as good as Fangs versus Arclights, but he might have taken the Scorpions or the Mustangs, and then crawlers could be invaluable. What's he going for? Ooh, Stormcallers, okay. I didn't really consider them considering we're showing so many Phoenixes, but they'll be a good answer to our Mustangs. Good choice. He hasn't flanked us, but I've got to remember our back left corner is open to a flank right now. He's covered his, but only with Fangs, so we could punish that if we really wanted to. Nice, Mustang's getting work done. We just need to keep them away from his Arclights. Oh, and the Stormcallers, of course. We could go anti-missile tech on them, but he's only showing 1 set of Stormcallers with no tech of his own, so it'd be a bit too much of a response, and we risk him selling out, and us having wasted 300 gold on it. Oh, timing. If we killed that tower 1 second sooner, we'd have saved our Phoenix. Sometimes you just don't get the run of the green. You've just got to keep a level head and not let it get to us. Random chance and variance evens out over time. He's gotten lucky in the early rounds, that means we're going to get lucky in the late rounds, right? Gambler's fallacy! RNG doesn't work like that. Tech spec, senior manufacturing, speed, or smart marksman. I think this is an early tech spec for us. He might go senior manufacturing as aerial specialist and go early overlord. We've got Phoenixes and Mustangs ready for that. Okay, we've got 400 to spend. We could get 2 more units of chaff and then a cheap upgrade on something. Oh, I'd love to get range on these Arclights, but we just can't quite afford it. We could get 2 more sets of Mustangs. That would push him into heavy Stormcaller though. Or the Arclight carry that we knew he likes playing. That might not be wise. Thinking about dropping an Arclight of our own hair. Or maybe some Phoenixes. Wish I knew if it was a missile responder or a unit responder. I find most players have habits, and versus flanks, people are in either one of 2 camps. Either they put missiles down to answer the flank, or they put big units down to answer the flank. And I don't know which one Bearlike is. I'm a unit responder unless I absolutely have to missile. As you can probably tell watching me cover our flank with crawlers. Sorry, sometimes I over-explain things. I'm just ordering my thoughts in my own head, because sometimes there's so much going on it's all a bit of a jumble, and talking things through helps me think clearly. Right, some more Mustangs to help clear the skies, and let's get damage up from the tower, because Mustangs really like it. What's he gone for? Range on his arc lights, so we'll need to get range on our Mustangs to match. And probably shields on our fangs, because it's the first step towards arc light carry, which is super spooky. Sorry, I've got PTSD from losing to arc light carry so many times, so I am hyper vigilant. He's taken tech specialist, same as we did, but I'm worried that we've shown our hand too early here, because now we need range on our arc lights as well, and our Mustangs, or we'll fall behind on the chaff war. Oh, this is a problem. He's getting levels on his arc lights before we're getting ours, so we can't really fight an arc light versus arc light battle, but we still need the chaff clear. Normally in this position I like going Fortress, but he's already showing Phoenix and Stormcores, which isn't leaving us with a lot of good options. You can fight Arclight carry with Stormcores of your own, or with snipers, or with a source of EMP, or by taking to the skies, but he's got the Phoenixes covering that as well. I think we might just have to brave a Fortress and go anti-air barrage on it to answer the Phoenixes. His strong side's getting a bit out of control. Ooh, Missile Strike could kill a chunk here, but he's got good spacing so he won't get much else. I presume he'll shield his Stormcores, so let's try and catch these guys. Shield your level 2 Mustangs, please! You talked about it 2 rounds ago. Right, we should catch that lot. Let's do a Mobile Beacon Crawler set. He's got Stormcores, we need to answer it. So that he can't kill our fangs too fast. So we're relying on them to distract the arc lights once they've got shields. Make sure they're at the edge of his range. And then we'll send them this way, I think. Is this okay? Yeah, this should be okay. And then hopefully there'll be late arriving crawlers coming in with the Phoenixes. Right, now we definitely need range on our Mustangs, or the Arclights will muller them. Or do we take range on our Arclights to match, and try and threaten Arclight carry ourselves? Let's go ranged Arclight. It doesn't feel great when we're 2 levels behind his Arclights, but he's a little light on chaff and we're dropping a missile on him, so we might be able to use this turn to catch up. I think we need some more Phoenixes over here, because his level 2 set are proving a bit of a handful right now. And Phoenixes love snacking on Arclights, but they need a clear line of sight, so we need to push the chaff line up. Might go Fang range even in future turn. No, we need shields. Gotta be shields in our Fangs versus Arclights. So I've just put down this set of Fangs as a late arriving pack of chaff, to hopefully distract those Phoenixes a little bit, and save ours. Oh, I didn't shield. He's gonna get so much value from his missile. If something looks appealing to me, it's also appealing to thee. I know it. Should have shielded, sorry. Speaking of which, he's put shields on his Fangs, so he is comfy. He's 1 step ahead of us all the way right now. Our only advantage is we've got an extra set of Phoenixes. Nice, we got his last Phoenix there, so his only remaining anti-air of Fangs, but he's got a lot of them. If we can punch a hole through his Arclight line, we can win this, because then we'll have an answer to the Fangs. No, dream on, Sonny Boy Jim. His Arclights are bigger and he's got Stormclaws backing them up. I'm approaching this the wrong way. We need to go bigger, we need to go over the top. It's got to be Fortress. We've been on the back foot too long, we're behind on tempo. There's no way we win a mirror match, so we need to diverge our strategies and move over to plan B. Well, this might be plan C. Yeah, plan A was Mustang range, plan B was Arclight range, and now we're going over to plan C, Fortress. Hey, I said it was a plan, I didn't say it was a good plan. Nah, forts are great, it just pushes your opponent to War Factory though, unfortunately. But I don't think I've ever seen Bearlike play War Factory thinking about it. Right, what do we get? Ooh, free units. Well, they're not free anymore, but I still call them free units. Right, what do we want and what does he want? He's got shields on his Fangs, the marksmen aren't great. Wraith wouldn't be bad, but he's already got Phoenixes quite high level. Scorpion is terrible into shielded Fangs, so I think we have to go Rhino. We can always sell them for good value, and they should be big enough to survive the Arclights, though they'll struggle versus the Phoenixes. Wish they had a special mirror armor tech which lets them deflect aerial shots. I'm doing that thing again where I invent mechanics to fix my current problems. Let's level these guys up, double the stats, half the price. They've got Rhinos in front protecting them now. Hopefully they won't get bullied. These Rhinos will need some bodyguards. And these Fang bodyguards are going to need shields. We can afford 1 more set, let's do it. This positioning is atrocious. What we want is the Fangs to be distracting the Phoenixes, and the Arclights to get stuck on our Rhinos. Because we're the ones putting these units down, we choose what his units shoot at, so careful positioning here is absolutely vital. It's hard though, sometimes you just have to accept the least worst option, and make compromises, and choose what you're prioritising. We can't always get everything we want in this world, and that's okay. This is tricky. I think we have to accept that we can't distract that Arclight that's next to the Phoenixes, and don't forget our mobile beacon. Let's run these crawlers away from the Arclights. I don't fancy their chances, I'll be honest. Wouldn't want to be a crawler pilot versus an Arclight carry game. I don't think their survival chances are very high. But every life matters, so we do what we can. We're floating 50 gold, but that's okay. Let's see what he's done. Ooh, elite on the Arclights. There we go. It is Arclight carry. We are playing versus the creator of the game on his favourite composition. Uh-oh. I don't quite know how we got here, but we're here. We are here and this is now. Let's find a solution. Oof, our rhinos didn't last very long. I'm not sure I should have bought Whirlwind on them. Maybe we can just go Elite Phoenix? We're getting levels on our Phoenixes. We're clearing out his chaff. I think range is safer though. Whoa, we're actually holding our own here. This is really close. I thought when he broke our rhinos we'd be in a world of trouble. But we're doing okay. Always the tone of surprise. Gotta believe in yourself. You only made the game. You can't be that good at it. Yes, there we go. Our Phoenix is getting a pile of XP. Our level 1 Phoenix is killing his level 3 set. They're worth 5 times normal experience when you kill them. So we are guaranteed a level up. Ooh, he went sniper. Doesn't normally work while you've already got Phoenixes. Go on, we can win this. Kill the fangs, kill the fangs. Nice, get the sniper, get the sniper. Yes, there we go.
That even a god king can bleed.
But that was with the surprise rhinos that he's going to have an answer for now. Will he try and hack them? Please no. Ooh, a rhino assault or a barrier. We've got a technology on our rhinos. It'd be rude not to. Hopefully he can make it to that sniper. To help him do that, let's take the speed at the tower. It's only 15, it's very powerful. Particularly if you're playing short range stuff into long range stuff. Phoenix's levels and range. They've earned it. I'm expecting trouble over here. If I was him, I'd slam down some fortresses. So let's give them a closer target to shoot at. Buy ourselves a little bit of time. What can we do? Ooh, I think we need to sell these crawlers. Don't want to feed his Arclights unnecessary experience. Ooh, actually this is a good turn for them. Hopefully his stuff is distracted shooting at the rhino. I'll give them one last chance. Their last hurrah. It's their final chance to show us what they've got. And let's turn the pressure up on this side as well. The sniper at the front will be distracted by the fangs we've just put down. Why am I playing rhino aggro? This is not my style. Lol, if you're out there, this is for you. Get levels on units that we can. Ooh, next turn is the missile. Mustn't forget to shield these guys. And these guys need to go backwards again. It was really effective last turn. 150 left over. We can get another unit of chaff. Don't want to fall behind on the chaff battle. Fangs have got shields. Let's get more of them. And where do we want them? I think about here is our biggest gap. Right, that should be enough. What's he gone for? Ooh, charge shot his Arclights. He is full carry. Some cheeky missiles, to be expected. Oh no, he leveled up this sniper as well. I was secretly hoping he'd sell it to fund his wicked Arclight ways, but alas, it's not to be. I don't think our rhino's going to make it. Level 1 rhino, all it needs is one hit on the sniper, but I don't think it'll get that. Should have put some crawlers down here to distract it. Come on, this is huge. Go on. Oh no, 2 hits! No! I could have sworn 1 hit would have done it. He didn't even do his whirlwind, what? That is annoying. Thankfully our Phoenixes are doing okay across the other side of the battlefield. I don't think you really need a charge shot, I'll be honest. We don't have that many high HP targets. I'd normally only take charge shot versus tanks or steel balls or ground-based giants. I mean, I guess we're going rhino, so maybe he thinks he needs it. No, I take it back, I think it's fair. But yeah, we've broken through on his strong side. And that was with him dropping missiles on the front row. He doesn't know what hit him. Front row whirlwind rhino. This is a play from a year ago. I'm showing my age. We even got his backline missile for free. Ooh, so he's going to go anti-air on the snipers if he's kept them. What have we got here? Ooh, senior manufacturing or a haste module? These Mustangs are doing a lot of work. Let's get the haste module and put it on them. And then let's shield these guys up because there's going to be a missile coming in from above this round. You remembered! I'm so proud of you. Let's get some more fangs and put them in front of you. Ooh, quite a lot of money. Let's put another rhino over here. If he's spending missiles to slow them down, then he obviously doesn't like them. If you watch closely, your opponent will always show you how to beat them. Sometimes a big neon sign saying, "I'm scared of this," so we'll use that to our advantage. Trying to find a good spot to drop the missile on, but everything here is fangs with shields. I think he's a little light on chaff, I'll be honest. The missile does 3,000 damage and the Arclights have 4,000 health, so there's no point hitting them. Let's try and be fancy, let's do a predictive missile. If I was him, I would drop crawlers here with replicate. Let's see if we can punish that. And if he doesn't take health up from the tower, then those Phoenixes will still die. Because level 2 Phoenixes are just shy of 3k HP, so you have to take the 100 cost research to upgrade the health. I think Bearlike knows that, but maybe he'll miss it in the heat of the moment. You never know. Let's get range on our Mustangs, an extra set of them. Because he's relying too much on fangs as his chaff. What else can we do? Ooh, I'm definitely mobile beaconing backwards again. He seems to be struggling with it. Even though he sold the Stormcallers, it's still great to have some late arriving chaff. And I think we should shield here as well in case he goes for the second best target. 400 left over. Are there any make or break technologies we can afford? Not really. Could go jump drive on the Phoenixes. Let's level them up. Missile here. Missile here. And ooh, I've not taken... I was too busy talking about it. I am the world's biggest hypocrite. Do as I say, not as I do. Ooh, he's got an anti-air on the... What? He's got an anti-air on the arc lights? Did he think I was going to go Wasp? That's so expensive. He's going to have fallen behind on tempo.
He's beginning to believe.
We're doing it. He's wasted how much money buying anti-air for arc lights? We can pivot to war factories, or we can pivot to forts, or we can just stick the path and keep going Phoenix, and just make sure we've got enough material in the way. Wow, we can win this. Ooh, maybe I should have leveled up these towers. Now we're the ones who used missiles and lost. Ouch. I'm thinking maybe Stormcaller. It's either Stormcaller or Fortress right now. Let's see what we get. It's a bit late for intensive training, but I know that's what he's going to take when he's running a scaling Arclight comp. Yeah, he's definitely taking intensive training every day of the week. I think we go speed, because we're kind of pseudo-aggro right now, as the Rhino player. Let's unlock Fort. Then we unlock Barrier on the forts, because it's the most efficient for HP, and he has shown a predilection towards using missiles. We could go anti-air barrage, but his Phoenix is a quite high level, so it'll take a long time to kill them. We're at the end game now, let's push plus 200 and take temporary range. Upgrade our Phoenixes, they're our carries right now. He's having a hard time dealing with them. Same for the Mustangs. Right, we've already taken temporary range. Let's get the speed as well. Gotta go fast, paint everything red. Everyone knows red ones go faster. We can upgrade our Arclight. Is it worth upgrading the Fangs? Maybe a cheeky missile. No. Not really worth it just to pop some shields. Let's upgrade the Fangs behind the fortresses. They'll probably live the longest of our forward-facing Fangs. Let's not forget to use our mobile beacon. Can we do anything fancy? Maybe we can pull his stuff towards our Phoenixes? Or am I just offering this tower up on a silver platter? No idea, I just want to mix things up and see what happens. He dropped oil this turn and we just put the shields down! Will the shields hold long enough though? No, one did, that's not bad. But that's unleashed our rhinos. He's busy shooting at fortress shields. Yes, can we crack the centre? Bullets spew forth. The hulking colossus of a fortress collapses. The Mustangs sally forth and set up a firing line. Tracers zipping across the no man's land. The arc lights are falling. One by one, the laser cannons fall silent. The command tower falls, a communication blackout ensues, in the chaos Bearlike's forces become ineffective. His troops waver, the last holdout of solitary Arclight falls over as a precision strike from a Phoenix shears one limb off, toppling the once mighty machine. His troops are left scrambling, they have to call in the War Factory. Yeah, he's definitely going War Factory. Okay, stay focused, don't get excited. Still our game to lose. Never celebrate before the finish line. I'm tempted to go Wasp here, even though he's got anti-air Arclights. No, Typhoons it's gotta be. We can put them behind the fortresses and help clear the chaff faster. People voting against me always incentivizes me to win. That little bit extra fire, proving the doubters wrong. So he either goes Melting Point or War Factory. I think because we're showing Rhinos, it's probably more likely to be Melting Point actually. But we could just overwhelm them with Mustang fire. Because nobody runs armor on their Melting Points, right? Spoiler, sometimes I do. Right, so we're putting extra pressure on this side as well. See if we can start pushing for this tower. Speaking of pushing, yes please. I'm saying push so much I think I'm a midwife. The biggest, burliest midwife ever. And yeah, it's time for the endgame. Range fortresses. They can project their power all the way into his board. Nothing is safe from their gaze. Think of them as a bigger, better Arclight. Nope, that's not quite the ticket with this mobile beacon. Let's just go straight for the tower. Route 1 Mechabellum. Get the tower, win the round. If only it was so easy. And one final parting missile. Let's go out with a bang. Let's see what his answer is. Scorpions. I don't think that'll be enough. We've got so many bodies on the board. Acid will help though, I must admit. Have we caught this Arclight? I think we have. Killing it will in turn unlock our crawlers. He's not gone for a flank, so we can keep the pressure up. Oh no, he's just put chaff down in front of it. We missed the golden opportunity. Hope that doesn't come back to haunt us. Ooh, he's got so much chaff. I know I said earlier he's a little light on chaff, now I think he's got too much. Some of this money could have been spent on giant killers. The 4 rules of Mechabellum: you want chaff, chaff clear, anti-air and anti-giant. As long as you've got all 4 of those, you're good. At higher levels you'll need to get the balance just right of the amount of each, but that is the fundamental base of the entire game. Ooh, he's upgraded the Fangs with range. No, that's a mistake. He needs them in front of the Arclights, not behind the Arclights. Look here, because the crawls got close, these Fangs have stopped and started shooting, which means the fortress will get onto the Arclight. Oh, Easy mistake to make. When you're positioned with a forward anti-chaff and a rear row of chaff, you do not want to give your back row chaff range. He's getting punished here for his lack of crawlers. Do I tell him? I've got to tell him. I can't have the maker of the game think who forts are OP and not notice what happened. If forts are nerfed tomorrow, I'm sorry. They are strong right now, so if they deserve a nerf, I'll accept it. But I think there's a few mistakes there. Don't think you should ever quadra-tech a unit unless you really have to. Whew, great game though, that was really fun. Glad to have finally met Bearlike in a tournament. I thought he was dodging me. We kept being seeded close together, but they're never meeting. Fun game, glad we beat the Arclight carry Grandmaster. We caused him enough problems. Threw pocket sand in his eyes in the shape of rhinos, and then followed with the uppercut from the fortress. Whew, wow, we did it. We beat Bearlike. We beat the maker at his own game. Whew, that is a good feeling. Come on, focus up, we've got some analysis to do. I think Fortress Range was the deciding tech here. Getting the Typhoons 2 turns ago was a huge bonus for us as well. Gave us excellent chaff clear, and gave our big guns access to the juicy Arclights. He's got a bit of an eggshell formation here, where it's very strong, but quite thin. So once we cracked into the Arclights, the whole thing collapsed. You want strength and depth, overlapping fire positions, so if one gets taken out there are still others to cover it. I think another fundamental mistake was taking anti-air on the Arclights, when he could have just taken it on the marksman instead, for a quarter of the price, and they would have outranged our Phoenixes. I thought I'd thrown this game away actually, by going too far into Rhino and having a tech on them so I couldn't sell them, but I think we pushed Bearlike out of his comfort zone because I don't think he's faced Rhinos that much recently. I know I haven't, and they are surprisingly effective if your opponent is positioned a bit too far forward. All that being said, that was a very hard game, I could have easily lost that. I was angry at myself for forgetting to shield the Mustangs at the back. I'd even said it out loud 2 rounds before, but at least we redeemed ourselves with the later shield, possibly when it really mattered. And we got lucky with the shields on the fortresses when he was dropping the oil. I told you, luck balances out. But yeah, the key mistake here was the Fang's range, leaving his Arclights exposed, which meant we could crack his formation wide open. Right, let's see how we're doing in the tournament. We lost our first game, but that was a huge win. Almost 1,000 combat power and almost 20 MMR, nice. Gets harder and harder to earn those the higher up you get. Ooh, we've advanced to the next round, we're the last to finish again. Sorry, I spent too long talking after the game. Ooh, advanced group 1, everyone here is really good. I also know that I can beat everyone here on a good day. Let's see how far we can take things. Well, thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next video for the round to come. Editing DRN here, we're playing Blue Hair, world number 10. See you tomorrow.